奇跡をくださいな永遠を手にしたいなんてさ見せつけたい強さを感じていたいニコニコの欲は人の姿クイーンについてしまえ骨の隅までもこのまま消し去ってしまってもいいさたまに流れ出る涙は誰のためなのもう嫌だ嘘は嫌気まぐれなジェニー叫びまくるイカれるようにその命果てる時まで叫べ時を止めな狂いましょう我を忘れて生きるようにこの数は歓喜がつくああ神様奇跡をくださいなそれを手に入れるだけさ操りたいもう手そびたいあざとりこな毒は悪の腹が噛みついてしまえ骨の隅までもこのまま消し去ってしまってもいいさ生に震わせる心は誰のためなのもう嫌だ嘘は嫌怖くまでジェニージェニーわがままのジェニー
Hello, good evening, and welcome. It's Friday, it's 7 o'clock, and it's time for the latest Starfury Facebook Live. It's our 43rd Facebook Live. Here at Starfury, we always do things on a Friday. Friday is a very special day. Growing up for me, Friday was when 2000 AD came out. Fridays when a convention starts, it's when the weekend starts, and it's when we do announcements on our Facebook Lives. It's Friday, it's 7 p.m. Here we are for our 43rd Facebook Live, which I'm going to go through all the latest news and information and gossip for you on what's happening with Starfury events for the rest of 2024 and looking ahead into 2025. We've got some exciting things planned. We've got some great events, some great guests, and I'm hoping you're going to be joining us for those. We've had a pretty spectacular 2024 so far. We've had some amazing guests at our events. So far, we've had people like Mary Elizabeth Winstead, Katrina Balfe, Misha Collins, Jessie May Lee. We've had some amazing guests. We've had some amazing events. Of course, whatever makes a Starfury event amazing and what makes them so much better than almost anything else is the fact that we have such incredible attendees that come to each event and create such an amazing community at each event. And this was certainly perfectly exemplified at our last few events that we held, such as Red Dragon with the Fanables, with the Switches and the Halo Bearers at Witch Bomb, and of course the Supernatural family and Lucifans at Crossroads 9. Those three events, they were absolutely spectacular. And as I said, what made them special were the attendees. and watching how welcoming they were, what a community that was so inclusive that they created, the fans coming together, giving out free gifts, welcoming new fans and new faces into the community, and just gave all those events such a unique and wonderful atmosphere. Now, as I said, last August, we ran Red Dragon 6, our Hannibal convention. And this was quite an interesting one because we were supposed to originally run this event back in 2020, but it had to be delayed, of course, because of the pandemic. And so we couldn't run it because of the COVID pandemic. And then we had to delay it until Mads Mikkelsen's schedule allowed us to put it on. And so it took us a while, but it took place last August. And I definitely think it was worth the wait. And of course, any event with Mads Mikkelsen is going to be something special, but we were extra blessed at that event because we also had Caroline Devernus, the female lead of Hannibal, along for what was her very first ever convention appearance as well. Anyway, I've done up a little video for you, so if you were there, you can relive some happy memories, and if you weren't, you can see what you missed. So that was our 6th celebration of the television series Hannibal, and our journey into Fannibal fandom continues as we'll be doing our 7th Red Dragon event next June. So I hope we'll see some of you along that one. So we got Red Dragon 7 next June, and that event will be filled with flower crowns, while another event we did was filled with blue balloons. And if you knew anything about the spree, you'll know what blue balloons signal. And that means, of course, Starfury Witch Bomb, which was our celebration of the television series Motherland Fort Salem and Warrior Nun as well. And that also took place last August. And I have a video for you from that one as well. So we can have some pleasant memories, or you can see what you missed out on that week. So that was Starfury Witch Bomb 2, our second event celebrating the TV series Motherland Fort Salem, and also Warrior Nun. We have another event for that taking place next August, where we'll be celebrating those two shows again. I know there's a big event in Brussels right now, the Switchers Gathering, so all the Motherland Fort Salem fans there, hope you have a really good weekend, and I hope I'll see you all back for Witch Bomb X that's taking place next August back at the Renaissance Hotel. Now, after that, last month we had our Supernatural event in which we incorporated into an unholy union. We put in Lucifer as well. So we had Supernatural and Lucifer combined at Starfury Crossroads 9. Took place last month at the Hilton Hotel. Haven't done up a video for that one yet. We'll have that one on the next, saving that one for the next Facebook Live when I get round to editing that one together. So now moving on to our actual events. And our next event is Starfury Enchanted 5, which is taking place in 2 weeks' time. And that's our celebration of the television series Once Upon a Time. It's our 5th event for fans of Once Upon a Time. And we've got a fantastic guest lineup all sorted out for you for that event. And taking place from the 1st to the 3rd of November at the Hilton Metropole Hotel in Birmingham. And we have joining us at that Isabella Blake Thomas. We also have Amy Manson, Keegan Connor Tracy, Raphael Sabaj, Beverly Elliott, Rebecca Madder, Colin O'Donoghue, and Lana Perella. Unfortunately, Karen David, we've recently been informed that Karen David will not be able to join us at this event due to her filming schedule. Now, if you pre-booked a photo op with Karen David, you will be able to change it over at Growtix. So you can use it for a different photo op. Or if you just leave it for another week or so, after next week, we're going to refund all the remaining ones. So if you don't want to swap it for anybody, just leave it and you'll get a full refund. Otherwise, if you wanted to get somebody else, you can swap it for that. So that's our Once Upon a Time event, which is taking place in 2 weeks' time. Everybody else is sorted, all the flights and everything like that. Looking forward to an exciting weekend. If you haven't got your photo ops yet, they're available to book online. Fan meets are available to book online as well. Lana Perella's have completely sold out, and the ones with Colin are running low. But there's still plenty of other fan meets available, and tickets are on sale. If you haven't bought your tickets, tickets are on sale until this Friday, and at this Friday the box office closes on that one. And then after that, our next event after that is an event called the Republic of Pirates, and that one is taking place from the 22nd to the 24th of November at the Renaissance Hotel Heathrow, and we're celebrating the television series Our Flag Meets Death. And we've got 5 really cool guests joining us at that event. We have Christian, come on up. We've got Christian Nairn joining us. Christian, of course, was also, as well as being in Our Flag Meets Death, was also in Game of Thrones. And Christian's going to be doing his podcast live on stage, and he's also going to be DJing for the Saturday night of the event. We have Nathan Fode joining us as well. Vico Ortiz, Con O'Neill, and the show star Rhys Darby. So those are the guests who are going to be joining us on our celebration of Our Flag Meets Death. It's taking place at the Renaissance Hotel in Heathrow. You can still get tickets. We've got tickets available. Gold tickets are still available. Tickets will be on sale until a week before the event. The Renaissance is also taking room bookings right now, and that'll be open until 2 weeks before the event. Photo ops are available, solo photo ops. We'll put the group photo ops and also fan meets up sometime next week or the week after. So that's our Flag Meets Death event, the Republic of Pirates. That's going to be our last event for 2024. Moving on to 2025, our first event for 2025 is Starfury Highlanders. Starfury Highlanders 8. It's our 8th event celebrating the television series Outlander. Now, that event's going to be taking place from the 28th of February to the 2nd of March, and we're going to be back at the Hilton Hotel in Birmingham. You'll have to forgive me. I've got a bit of a chesty cough. I've just got over a terrible cold I had this week. But anyway, getting back to our Outlander event, it's our 8th one. And I decided to do something different this event. I focused it on the first 2 seasons of Outlander. Because as fans of Outlander know, Claire and Jamie, they've traveled from Scotland and they've traveled all over to America. So the cast changes up almost every season. And for the last 2 or 3 events, we've had the most recent stars of the show. But that meant that there's a lot of really popular actors who appeared in the show's first 2 seasons who haven't done a convention, Starfury or otherwise, in about 5 or 6, 7 years. So a lot of fans haven't seen those guests in a long time, and a lot of newer fans have never seen those guests at all. So we're concentrating on the first 2 seasons, and we've got a great lineup so far, including the lovely Annette Badland. Annette's been in tons of stuff, but of course she's been in Outlander, she's been in Doctor Who, she's been in EastEnders, she's been in what's that murders show? She's just in tons of stuff. I just know how she gets time to do everything, but she's a wonderful guest. We also have Nell Hudson joining us. We have Grant O'Rourke, Andrew Gower, Stephen Walters, Stephen Cree. You couldn't do an Outlander event without Stephen Cree, and Gary Lewis, who of course gives the best hugs on the planet. So that's our guest lineup as it stands for our Outlander event. However, we are looking to add a couple of more guests as well. All of those are regular guests. Gary's going to be a bonus guest, but the others are regular guests. So that means within a regular ticket, you're getting 6 autographs already included in it. And Gary's included with a gold autograph. I think that's great value for money. We don't have the link for the hotel room yet. I'm chasing up the Hilton on that. Working on more guests now. And we'll also be looking at putting photo ops on sale in mid-November. So that's our first event of the year, and it's celebrating Outlander. And our second event of the year, we're celebrating the TV series Shadow and Bone, based on a book series and Netflix television series. Our second event for fans of Shadow and Bone, and that's called Into the Fold 2. And we're joined at that one by Freddie Carter, Luke Pasqualino, Daisy Head, Danielle Gallagher, Kit Young, and the show star Jessie May Lee. So that's Into the Fold, our event for fans of the television series Shadow and Bone. Now, again, as with our Outlander event, photo ops will probably go on sale for that next month. We're not looking to add any further guests to that. That's probably going to be the final guest line up for it. Also, the Renaissance has supplied us this week with a hotel link, so we're going to be putting it on the website over the weekend and emailing it out to attendees. Now, after Into the Fold, then in April, we're on to our next event, which is Ultimate's Amalgam. That's going to be our event celebrating Marvel and DC shows. It's going to be taking place from the 11th to the 13th of April, 2025, at the Hilton Metropole Hotel in Birmingham. Now, I don't really have much news on that because I've still been waiting on the headliners I've been in discussion with to confirm. But we do have Chantal Van Santen, who is in The Flash and also The Boys, and one of the stars of the 2 Shazam films, Grace Caroline Curry, joining us at that one. Hopefully by November, we should have the guest list for that one locked down, and I should be able to make some decent announcements. But that's Amalgam, which is taking place next April. Then we have Starfury Crossroads 10. That's our 10th event celebrating Supernatural, and we're going to be also incorporating The Boys into it as well. And that event is taking place from the 9th to the 11th of May at the Hilton Metropole Hotel in Birmingham. Now, I have about 11 guests who provisionally confirmed, and 3 of them from the boys. Some great supernatural events as well. Some solid guests from the boys. Be a really good mix. Unfortunately, I have been hoping to be able to announce them all tonight. Unfortunately, with the way contracts are, I can only announce 4 of them tonight. We've got a really big guest, major guest, who I'm sure will help selling us out. And I got an email from their manager at 5:30 today with just the final contract amendments. I really thought we'd get that one announced today, but I think we'll have them announced on Monday or Tuesday. We should probably have most of the rest of the guests announced next week. But we will have joining us at that event, we will have Julian Richings, who plays Death on the show. We also have another horseman joining us, Matt Frewer, who plays Pestilence on Supernatural. He's probably best known as Max Headroom. It wouldn't be a Starfury Supernatural event without Mark Shepard. And we also have Jared Padalecki joining us at that event as well as our headline guest. Now, currently for that event, we only have about 250 tickets left. So they'll probably be gone by the end of the month. We are putting photo ops on those 4 guests on sale now. Be nice if Jared sold out as quick as Jensen. He did it in like 5 minutes last time, which is kind of like insane. But we'll be announcing hopefully the rest of the guests next week. We've got some big names coming, some really interesting ones, and some who haven't done a Crossroads event before, some new faces. And we've got some really cool guests from the boys as well, including 2, I believe, first-time names if it all gets sorted out. So keep an eye on our Twitter and Facebook accounts next week and the website, as we'll keep you updated on that. Photo ops are on sale now, and Hilton should have us the booking link within the next 2 to 3 weeks. So that's Starfury Crossroads 10, our next event for fans of Supernatural. Now, after that one, we have Starfury Ascension, and that's our first ever event for fans of Stargate. Now, Stargate's been around longer than Starfury has, and people have said to me, why haven't we done a Stargate event before? And that's because when Starfury first started, there were plenty of other convention organizers doing Stargate. It's a bit like why I didn't touch Supernatural for so long. If somebody's already doing something, me suddenly running another event, it just splits the market up. People can't afford everything. It just becomes problematic. But there hasn't been an event focused purely on Stargate in a long while. And that event's going to be taking place at the Renaissance Hotel from the 23rd to the 25th of May next year. And we're going to have Gary Jones joining us from Stargate. From Stargate Atlantis, we also have David Nichol. From Stargate Atlantis, we also have Nicole Bohr. And the star of Stargate Atlantis, Tori Higginson. We also have from regular Stargate, Lexa Doig, Terrell Rothery, Michael Shanks, and Amanda Tapping. So that's the lineup for our Stargate event, Starfury Ascension. Whether we do any more, we'll see how that one goes. But the initial response has been very strong for this event so far. The Renaissance has only just got us the link for the Shadow and Bone event into the fold. So it'll be another couple of weeks before we get the booking link for this event. We should have that up shortly. And probably around end of November, we'll probably get the fan meets up as well. Photo ops are available to order on that one. Now, after that, we have Red Dragon. That's 4th to the 6th of July, 2025. That's back at the Renaissance Hotel. And that's our event for fans of Hannibal. And we also have Witch Bomb X at the Renaissance Hotel. And that's the 1st to the 3rd of August. And that's going to be covering Motherland, Fort Salem, and Warrior Nun. I don't have any info for you on those at the moment. I apologize on the Red Dragon front. I have 5 guests confirmed, and I haven't sorted out the contracts. So I had too much else going on with other events. I'll get those sorted, and we'll have some updates for you in November. But there's no news for Fannibals or Switches or Halo Bearers at the moment, but we will have some info coming soon. And then our last announced event for 2025, it's not our final event, but it's our final announced event, is Starfury Invasion. And Starfury Invasion is our celebration of the Star Wars franchise. We did our first one of that last year, no, earlier this year. We haven't finished 2024 yet. And this event is going to be taking place from the 19th to the 21st of September, 2025 at the Hilton Metropole Hotel in Birmingham. And the first guest that we have joining us at that, we have Katie O'Brien joining us, who was in The Mandalorian. She's currently filming the film Running Man at the moment. She's been in tons of other stuff like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and Ant-Man and Wasp, but you'll all recognize her from being in The Mandalorian. We also have Elizabeth Grulon joining us, who plays the second sister in the Star Wars Jedi Order video games. And we also have Tina Ivlev joining us as well, who is also in the Star Wars Jedi Order video games. So those are the first three guests that we have for Starfury Invasion. And that's going to be taking place next September. And that's our celebration of Star Wars. And the last one was great. So I think this one's going to be pretty awesome too. So that's all the info we've got tonight. I have been hoping for some more info for you, but keep an eye on our Twitter, Facebook, and website, because over the next week, I think we're going to have quite a few guest announcements coming up for Crossroads 10. Now, for any other events for the latter half of 2025, we may have two more events taking place next year. Of course, we usually do a second Crossroads event each year. However, the market's getting quite convoluted with supernatural events. And I know that Crossroads is extremely popular, but also people's wallets get stretched. So I don't know if I'll be doing a second supernatural one next year. We'll have to see. But there's a lot of other things supernatural happening in the UK. So we have to depend on what I can do, how I can make it interesting, like when we combined it with Lucifer. I am looking at the possibility of doing a Star Trek event, and I am looking at the possibility of doing an interview with a vampire event later next year. But we'll have to see on those. There's nothing confirmed, but that's what we've got going tonight. And so some of you I will see next in 2 weeks' time at Starfury Enchanted. Be sure to have a quick chat on our Twitter account, as we have a competition going on there to win some signed Ahsoka Funko Pops. But other than that, that's it for tonight. And I hopefully will see you at a future Starfury event. And if not, please stay well and be good to each other.